This is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to do another Christmas project. Now, did you realize that the Dollar Tree had a hidden gem as far as crafting is concerned? Here I have a roll of what used to be Christmas paper, and this is the inside, and it's just a solid inside. But the Christmas paper that I got from Dollar Tree had this for the inside, and it's just rolled up like this with the Christmas paper inserted and then rolled around till it made the complete package. So this is what we're going to be using today, my hidden gem, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, now I took that roll and I cut it a piece off, and this is what I have. So let's see. I want to do some collaging on this piece, but I have a problem. I turn it over this way. Oops, and it pops up. I turn it this way, and it pops up. So I've got to solve my problem there. And here's what I'm going to do. I have me a little bowl of water. And I'm going to start on with the outside. That would be the side that I want to start with. And I'm just going to take the water and really did too much there. Do it just like this, all over. No particular, I don't want to get too wet. That's a little wet there. But I may have to go back and put some more in some of the other places. But I'm just doing like this on this side. And if I had a real fine sprayer, I probably could have done the same thing, but this is just as easy. What I want to do is turn it over. And we're going to do the same thing with this side. So now you have the idea. I do it on both sides, and if it's still kind of curling in a particular spot, go back and do it again. So let me show you what happens after that. After I have sprayed my piece or dabbed it like I did and let it dry, this is what I end up with. A very usable piece of paper. This is like craft paper. Pretty good, it's pretty stable. And so we're going to begin our project now. But I wanted to show you that you don't need to throw away your tube after you finished your Christmas paper. Next thing I'm going to do is one of my favorite things to do, and that's to do a little collaging. I'm going to put this to the side here a little bit. I have another piece there that I can do after I get through with my project. And I'm just going to reach in here and get some papers. Yeah, some of these are Christmas and some of them are not. These are my scraps from Valentine's, Christmas, birthday, any occasion. Okay, I have a few scraps out now. So we'll pull these over to the side. And I take my Elmo's rubber cement and I just start putting papers on. And this will also help flatten out my craft paper. Number one, it's liquid rubber cement. It's a liquid glue. That helps. Plus the weight of the cardstock and designer paper. I'm using both designer paper and cardstock. And what I want to do is just put some pieces out. It doesn't matter the shape or anything. I'm just going to start. Now, the thing I need to do here is let this dry a little bit, and then we'll come back and make something out of my board. Here's my mat board. It's almost finished. What I'm doing now is adding a few odds and ends. These are mainly numbers, and I don't know why I chose numbers, but except for the fact you think of numbers at Christmas, not only the number of days left, the numbers on the pricing of items, the numbers in the checkbook. So that's why I guess I'm putting numbers on here. But if you'll notice, I have a couple little focal points, the little square with the love comment in it, and the big joy flower. A couple things kind of stand out in this, but on the whole, I'm pretty well pleased. And I've got right many colors. I've used quite a bit of scrap paper. I still have loads to go though. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Mod Podge, and I have the glossy here, and I'm going to be putting on a fairly small or a fairly thin coat of Mod Podge. And the purpose of this is to get the surface smooth. When you put so many layers on top of each other, one layer is bound to be higher than the other, and this is just to kind of smooth out that difference in layers. So I'm going to be I'm putting the Mod Podge on this, and I'm going to cover the entire thing with Mod Podge. If you will notice, I'm not going in the same direction all the time. I'm trying to fill in the crevices there, so I'm constantly turning my mat board in different directions so that I can make sure I fill in all those little crevices that have been left open. Well, my piece is dried now, and this is my Christmas mat board. And it has two coats of a thin layer of Mod Podge, and it was the glossy. And here's your close-up of it. Now we have the back. It's still so that you can put to and from on it after we make some tags. So let's make some tags and decorate them. For some reason, I've misplaced my die cuts of different size tags. So what I'm going to do is use this commercially manufactured tag, and I'm going to make me use it as a pattern, and I will be drawing this on the back of my masterboard. I'm not sure how many I can get on here, but I would say I can probably get 4, maybe 5. But in any case, we're going to just work with 3 right now. And so I'm drawing the lines of all 3 of them. In some areas, it's a little hard to cut them because of all the different layers that I have on the fronts, and some of them would be cardstock on top of cardstock, and then some is cardstock and designer paper together. So some of it's easy to cut, and some of it's a little thicker. It's not difficult, but I mean, just a little more attention needs to be put on your scissors. All right, I have 2 of them done now. We'll cut this 3rd one out, and then we'll decorate. I like the way these turned out. They're really pretty. And I've got some leftover master board. So after I finish my tutorial, I'll probably cut the rest of them out. And so at the ending of my video, I'll probably have a picture of the rest of the ones. We're going to decorate these 3 first. So let's see what we have here. We've got that's right much paper left over, so I definitely will have 6 tags. Okay, the first thing I want to do is put some ribbon in my holes that are on my cards, and I think I'll pick some unusual color ribbons. In other words, something besides the red and green that you see all the time for Christmas. I want to pick up some colors that might work well with the colors inside my tag. And I kind of like this blue. And what I'm doing here is untying the bow. There was a bow in this ribbon. So I'm going to untie the bow and cut off my ribbon for the right side. Now I have all my tags done as far as the ribbons are concerned, and what I need to do now is see what I want to put on them. Of course, the most obvious thing would be a Santa Claus, but I have a box here that has a lot of miscellaneous embellishments. Some of them are Christmas and some are other things. Let's see what I can find. There's a tree. Of course, you always need a tree on your tag. And here's another tree, but it kind of clashes with the ribbon that I picked for that one. And here's the second tree. Maybe I'll just go ahead and put trees on them. I'd like to find me something else in here that would do to put on one of the tags. I've got an ornament here. That really doesn't impress me. Let's see what else I can put. I've got a purple ornament, but I don't think that would work. Plus it's a little large. Okay, I have decided almost. I found a little squirrel in there, and I didn't like it. And I found a stocking, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just do 3 trees. But I kept on digging and digging, and I found something else that I think will work. I found a silhouette of a nativity scene, and with all the colors behind it, I think it's really nice. So I'm planning to use this. I'm going to put the tree on 2 of them and put the nativity on the other one. I've switched tags as far as the nativity is concerned because I like the background better. It was it had fewer colors and more subdued. So I have finished my tags now. I'm putting dimensions on them, and underneath each of the images or die cuts, as you would say. And so my tags will be finished as soon as I do that. Here are my 3 tags. Each one has a different color ribbon. Each of the images is on dimensionals to make them stand out. And if you notice, each tag is completely different from the other. When you use a master board, you never know what your item is going to look like. And that's the fun part of working with the master board. Now don't forget that the main way I started this project was through a piece of craft paper that was in a roll. That was the roll at the dollar store, and I guess it pays to get cheap wrapping paper because you get a bonus with it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please come back and see me again and see what I have in store for you. I try to have something entirely different each week. And don't forget to buy you some Christmas wrapping paper so that you can have a roll to start on. If you did enjoy this tutorial, please come back and see me again. And don't forget, please subscribe. Bye.